Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Restituto, and I'm a musician from Northport, New York. And today I have the absolute pleasure of having a fellow YouTuber, actually a fellow 100K YouTuber. Shout out to the 100K.
Yes.
Appreciate. Actually, he's the guy. This is the guy that helped me get my plaque, or it's on its way. My YouTube plaque, or whatever the thing that what they call it, is on its way, and the verification symbol is a big thank you to this guy because he was in a live
Yes.
stream. So this is Bayo, fellow musician, fellow YouTuber. Welcome to the channel, man.
Nice to meet everyone, guys. Thank you for having me. And yeah, I'm a UK artist from the UK, if you didn't know. Probably many of you don't even know who I am. So thank you to Jacob for getting me on. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I first started out doing music, and then somehow we got here doing reactions as well, because I thought how fun it was to mix it in, and it's such a great way to get more eyes on your music. And I thought we get a fan base around the whole world as well, so it's amazing. Like, there'll be people watching this right now from everywhere, and that's why I just love YouTube. So yeah, nice to meet you, everyone.
Absolutely. That's actually a really good point because you really it's really not easy is the easy is not the word, but it's really accessible to get a worldwide audience. In fact, I talk about
Yeah.
all the time. This blows people's mind. I don't know if you're an analytics kind of guy, but if you look at the analytics, I'd be curious to know yours. But for my channel, only 23 to 25% of my views every month, or even in the past, come from the USA, which is when
That,
say that, people are like, no, it's only less than a quarter of my views come from the US.
so yours are 23% are coming from USA. Is that what
And
you?
then
So
75% are coming from elsewhere.
so it's funny because mine are something like that for the UK, and USA are all my listeners.
Really? That's actually really
Yeah,
interesting. That's
yeah,
fascinating.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because I started scheduling my videos for USA people, so it was a perfect timing for them. I stopped scheduling for people from the UK, which is funny.
That is funny. I
Yeah,
yeah, I sometimes think the only time I really think about that is depending on, like, for example, I've been doing this Indonesian artist on the channel recently. Not like 98% of the views that come from that video come from Indonesia. So
yeah.
that I'll be conscious of, like, okay, it's 5 p.m. or 2 p.m. in Indonesia. I'll post it then. But other than that, maybe the Philippines. Other than that, I think that I don't really think much about that. Maybe I
Yeah,
do. I don't know. That's a good question.
it seems to be India and USA for me, because I react to a lot of Sidhu Musiala, if you've ever heard of him.
I haven't actually.
He is a great one because his fan base are awesome.
Really?
Really good, yeah.
So I'm sorry. Can you repeat his name again?
Sidhu Musiala.
Okay. Very
I can,
cool.
I can I can send you that on Instagram because it's
Yeah,
quite hard to
I appreciate that. So,
understand the writing.
can you elaborate on that with, you say his fan base is amazing. Like, what does that mean to you?
I always tell, like, I've seen one scale to another with fan bases, and it's not all pretty and rainbows, to be honest, because I've had some fan bases that, I'm sorry for saying, they're very rude, and they go at you if you, for example, if I pause more than 4 times in a reaction, which is funny, a reaction, they go
Tell me about it.
absolutely crazy. And sometimes I struggle taking people giving me that criticism, because it really, I don't know, I wouldn't say it annoys me, but I just can't understand the logic behind giving me abuse for reacting to a song. So, but on the other scale of that, some fan bases are absolutely incredible, such as a lip Batar,
Yes.
Pentatonics, incredible. They're always there, and you can pick out names that are commenting on every single video you do. Amazing, absolutely incredible.
Well, that's the last part you said was a key. Actually, is very interesting within fan base. I could very much agree with you in the aspect that some are a bit ruder than others. But the
Yeah,
the very interesting one is the ones that will go and watch your other videos. Like, they're not just there. There are certain groups of fan
yeah,
bases that will, like, only be there for if you only post that one artist. but I've noticed with the lip, or there's a certain other ones, particularly a lip, because I've just gotten into his music. I'll
Yeah.
see their comments on my vlogs or on my live streams, and they like you now, which is really
I
cool.
I call them like I've got two stages of them. You've got your fans that are regular, like commenting on the videos, like you said, and then I've got super fans, I call them, where they are dedicated to not just you reacting to their favorite artist, they are dedicated to you as a
Mm,
person as well, and that like either one are absolutely amazing.
that's
So the
amazing, man.
missus just say good night.
Oh, is that your daughter or your what? Your girlfriend, fiance?
My missus, yeah, she's saying good night. But
Oh, very cool.
yeah,
It's late for you over there. It's what, 10 p.m. at the moment?
it's 10 past 10, and I was downstairs and we were watching a film, and I was like, right, see ya, gotta go.
You're the complete opposite of me because I am an early riser and you are a late bird, late owl, night owl.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that
no
is
way, man.
so bad in the morning. I even start work at 10 o'clock. So
That's too
bad.
funny. I love that. Hey, you know what? If it works for you, it works for you. So you're not a full time YouTube yet, right? You are actually in the hair industry, right?
Yeah, so it's funny you should say that. It's been always my dream to do this full time, and when it was lockdown, um, I started up Patreon when I was on about 75,000 subscribers, and I've never heard of Patreon, but I saw that it was a good way to like gain some income, so I could do it full time, and I found everyone in lockdown was staying in a lot more, obviously, because we couldn't go out. So my Patreon absolutely blew up to, I think I got 372
Wow.
um, people following it, which it was a stable income for the months in lockdown. And can I just say thank you to everyone, if any of you did sign up to that who's watching. It honestly got me through, so I didn't lose everything like my house and stuff like that. But as soon as we came out of lockdown, I lost pretty much nearly everyone on my Patreon, which I can't be annoyed because I'm still so grateful. But I thought possibly I could do it full time, but I've understood you can't rely on Patreon at all, because I don't know if you've experienced it. It does this every month, and it's stopped now at a certain level, and it's definitely not enough to do it full time.
I hear you. That is why I rely on multiple levels of income from YouTube, not just the
You are a
Patreon.
smart guy. You are a smart guy.
Well, I've learned only out of issues how to be like, oh shoot, I need to make more money.
Yeah. It's I watched your video. I've been watching the ones where you are that generous to give your actual personal tips on how to, like, I find that amazing. And when I saw you disputing all them videos, I sat there and was like, are you serious? Because I was that scared about getting a copyright strike, which I even saw someone comment on your video saying, be careful about that. And I'm sitting pretty confused. Do they just do they strike you for disputing it once, or is it when you dispute it the second
So
time?
I actually have a video coming up about that, and that the YouTube algorithm is the strangest thing in the world.
And yeah, mm,
Because if I could show you the analytics to that video, first of all, I've been wanting to refilm that video forever because the quality of it is terrible. Like, so bad. You hear my dog barking upstairs. The light is so bright on my face. I'm so overexposed. But it was literally not even a planned video. It was one of those things where I was on a live stream. Somebody had a question about it. I had a meeting
I
to
know.
leave to in 5 minutes, and I was just like, yeah, let's film this video. And it did
Yeah,
nothing for a year, like nothing. It had like maybe a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand views. That stinking video has like 35,000 views
I
now,
kn- I
and it's all
saw
within the
that.
past like 2 months. Like daily,
That's
I'm getting like,
crap.
and it's just funny. And then I've been wanting to refilm it because I'm like, oh, like this is very this. A lot of people seem to be like wanting this info, and it
Yeah,
just got caught in the algorithm somehow. But it's funny because I tried refilming it and I like watched the previous video to see like, okay, how did I do this? And I like couldn't get it out properly. It was just off the cuff was better. But the funny
It,
part about that is, I did see that comment. So well, the point of that story is, I was gonna see. I have a video coming out about what do you call them, strikes, because I
yeah,
want to talk about that because there was a lot of comments out of fear of strikes, and one person saying strikes. And one of the things I say in that is I've done, I think it's 2,500 reaction videos,
yeah.
and I've never ever ever gotten a strike
Wow.
ever.
See, I've got 400 videos that I could dispute, but I was wondering if I disputed all 400 of them and then I get 3 strikes in 400, that's my channel deleted. But I find it. I reckon the guy who commented disputed it twice. Do you
See,
think he
that's the
possibly
thing.
did that?
Because if you I would very much agree with that. Because there's two things actually, and this is a very interesting thing. If you end up watching that video, is I also talk about this apparently like some sort of community guideline strike that you can get, and I've
Yeah,
actually gotten one of those before, out of a weirdness, and I'll explain it in the video. If people want to go watch it, I'll do a quick little brief thing. Community guideline is when you like do like inappropriate things or like violence or like just I'm not even totally sure. But like you know me and you know my channel and like none of that stuff is like on my channel. So
what did you do?
I was live streaming while filming reactions, and apparently it was like copyrighted stuff where it's like it'll block it. It'll usually just block it after the fact.
Oh,
But I guess it was
yeah,
long enough that it was like, hey, we're giving you a warning to turn off this copyrighted video, and I didn't see it, and so it just shut down the stream and was like, hey, you violated our guidelines. Now I responded to it, and I actually appealed it because I think you were allowed to appeal it without it being an issue, and I appealed it,
yeah,
and it went through, and they were like, oh, you're right, this wasn't a community violation. I was like, okay, whatever, remove that. Then it happened one more time
yeah.
with a different video. I appealed it. Oh, you're right, this was a mistake. That same second video got a second claim, I
A
guess.
second. Yeah,
And it was like, they were like, oh, no, sorry, your appeal has been rejected. I was like, that's weird. It was the same video. It's already disputed. So I thank you to you, actually, because you taught. So it was just a warning, actually. That was just a warning. And they say if you actually violate it again, you won't be able to post for a week, which is still, that would suck, but it's not the end of the world. But I thank you to you. I actually didn't even know that creator support chat box was there. I had no clue. And I messaged them after the fact, and I was like, hey, I don't understand this. And now it's like somewhere lost in YouTube land where they're actually looking at it for me. So we'll see what happens. But I've never gotten a strike.
yeah. Because I didn't even know that dispute. I knew what disputing was, but I was always had that fear. So I've took your advice and I've disputed it. And do you know when it gets cleared? I take it they don't respond within the 29 days and you automatically get it because they haven't got time to do it. Is that what normally happens?
With certain artists will never, ever, ever respond. And so it'll just automatically clear. Certain artists will actually respond either in a day, in a
Yeah.
week, or 2 weeks. And then some will respond immediately. UMG is the worst. They will they'll just say no. They'll just say no.
Or is the SME as well?
Who would be on their SME?
I'm trying to think who that is. Who are Pentatonics with?
I
Is
think
that
it's
you?
SME, but Pentatonics. What often happens is if it blocks the. So here's another tip for people: if it blocks the video, it'll stay
Yeah.
ineligible for the 28 days. But if it's not blocked, it'll go into escrow, which means that whoever wins the dispute will end up getting that money. So if they release the
Ah,
claim, you'll end up getting it. If they don't release the claim, they'll end up getting it.
what do you do when a video is blocked? Do you just let it go?
So that's a new thing that I've always trying to figure it out. I've done many things. I will, depending on how soon I want to get it out, I'll either wait, I'll just wait the 28 days to see if they respond.
Yeah.
I will put it on Patreon maybe, or one thing I've been trying, which I don't like doing because it really I think affects the quality of the video, is putting a little
Cutting it
blurred.
up.
Yeah, either content block the words or the blurring it out. But I don't
Yeah.
feel like the videos get as many views when you do that. I think people want to see the
Mm.
video, so that's a hard thing. That's a hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that because I'm a sucker for cutting it into a million pieces and it ruins the video. Honestly, it ruins it.
Well, that's actually the standard. A lot of people cut the videos up actually. And people
Yeah,
don't seem to
yeah.
mind. Some of the bigger channels, that's what they do. And people just, not even for caveat reasons sometimes. Sometimes they're just like, hey, if you want to see the full video, you got to pay for it on Patreon.
It's a good idea to get him over to there. Does you know when you dispute a lip, do you? I tried that recently and they said no. I was wondering. I bet did they let you do that?
So the only claims I've gotten with a lip are actually sharing claims, which means that the YouTube algorithm picks up on the melody of another song and they think that you're covering the song. So what it'll
Ah,
do
yeah.
is it'll share it with the original artist and you, like, because you like that, or the
Mm.
songwriter and you. I've never got an actual like, hey, a lipped, or his label, because he doesn't have one, has been like, hey, this is our song, especially with his originals and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's only been like if I did Hotel California, like it'll
Oh
recognize,
yeah,
oh,
because
this
it's
is this is the melody of Hotel California.
to, to the original. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's funny you should say talking about a lip guitar. I've got a question for you to see if you've ever experienced it, and probably the people are watching, even if some reactors are watching this video right now. I will go through spells with the algorithm where it blesses me. It'll give me loads of views, and then for no reason whatsoever, I'll upload a lip guitar video the day it comes out, and it'll get stuck on 200 views. It won't go further.
Really?
It will not go further.
That is so strange. I've seen that with not particularly his music. I've seen that with videos before where it's like, hey, this usually gets thousands of views or something like that, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden now it has 400. Like,
yeah.
that's why I post so much actually. Is because we were talking about this before we started filming, is like part of the reason I post so much is because if I have 5 viewers, right, or five
Mm,
subscribers, and I post one video a day, what if only one out of the five like that content? Then those other four
that
people are
is,
gonna. But say they have 30 minutes to watch on YouTube, right? So they're like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. Right before bed, I want to watch a little YouTube. So they have like 20, 30 minutes. They open up YouTube. They say, I'm not interested in Jacob. They're gonna go watch somebody else's video, which is fine. But I
that
like
is
the
so true.
mentality of, oh, what if I put out 4 or 5 videos a day? Well, what if all five of them like something? Or what if, they could each watch their own? Or what if you like 3 out of the 5? Now, if you have
Mm,
30 minutes, you don't just watch an 8-minute video for Jacob. You actually watch an 8-minute video, another 8-minute video, a three, because you're interested
yeah.
in all these things. You have a marathon of Jacob instead of just one video of Jacob, or none if you don't like
What?
it.
Because whenever I come to your channel, being honest, I love your actual vlogs. I watch
Thank
more
you.
of them. Honestly, I watch more of them than your reactions because I just love them.
That is the biggest. I tell people all the
Y-
time, even to some degree more than listening to my music, the fact that they watch the vlogs is such an
Yeah,
honor. It literally is makes me the happiest person in the world.
your
Thank you.
songs and vlogs. That's what I listen to on your channel.
That is the biggest compliment, honestly. Thank you
And
so much.
I saw your Spotify. One of your songs is nearly on 1 million.
So that is a weird, weird algorithmic. I don't. There, that's a funny story. That
I
happened.
was like, wow.
The majority of that happened a couple years ago. Actually, it's been a slow trickle. That song has been like doing decent, but like it just randomly one month I had 60,000 listeners. Like, and it just like, and
Wow.
it was like, however many 120,000 streams. Then it was, it slowly trickled down, but I don't know if it got caught in the algorithm. I don't know if it was the marketing I was doing. But that one
Like,
cranked.
have you seen your monthly listeners?
Yeah, I think it's less now. It's like only like 1,900 or something like that.
That's incredible.
Oh, well, thank you, thank you. So the reason you're right. It is right. But I've seen it higher, so that I was used to it being like in the 10K or 13K. So like to me,
Yeah,
I've seen it but it's all perspective, man. You're right.
I've
That's a great
I've never
perspective.
I've literally I post my music rarely on Spotify because I don't understand how it grows, but I've never gone past 200 listeners.
Well, 200 is still great. You're right though.
That
Perspective, I think
sucks.
200 is great. So why don't you post it on Spotify though? Tell me about that.
I, d- Through to laziness, to be honest, because I've always been focused on YouTube and I've
Hmm.
left out everything else. But now I see how good Spotify is. I just don't know how to promote it that well, to be honest.
I think that you don't even. I mean, you definitely should, and I definitely should. But I think that to some degree we don't even have to all that much. I think that if people just say, if you say, "Hey, check out my music," I think the average person is just going to look on whatever they listen to. So like, I listen to music
Yeah,
on Apple Music, but most people listen on Spotify. Like, they'll just go and look for you on that platform. So it's not even like you're almost
yeah.
promoting it. It's just like they would look. But if they go look for you and you're not there, it's super easy, man. I recommend you check out DistroKid. In fact, you could save 7% in the
Yeah.
description below.
I've I'm on DistroKid. I paid for it. It's good,
Oh, there
isn't
you
it?
go. There you go.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, that's how I put my music through. Highly recommend them guys. So use Jacob's link, get on it, earn him even more dollar.
I appreciate that,
Oh,
man. I appreciate that.
that's funny. But I noticed as well on Social Blade. I don't know if you use that a lot.
Yeah, I've definitely referenced it.
I saw your video as well. How many subscribers were you on last year?
That's a good question.
Was it 15,000?
Yeah, yeah. What was the context of that video? I don't remember what it was. Was it when I hit 100K, or I was close? I was close to 100K, I think, when I
Yeah,
made that
I,
video.
I watched. I watched it and you showed a graph from like
Yeah,
here up to here.
I think that was
You
a
were on
vlog. I appreciate that, man.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
you were on 15,000 and in 1 year you got to 105.
Yeah. So that is I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and it's a what's the word? An exponential graph, I think. So if it takes you back, one of the few things in math that we actually use, right? The
Yeah.
exponential graph, or at least I reference it. I posted a lot. I think I had at least definitely 1,000, if not 1,500 to 2,000 videos on my channel before I even hit 10,000 subscribers. It was a long,
Wow.
long, long journey because I started YouTube before the pandemic, like way before. Like I posted, I opened my YouTube channel like 2012, but like I posted then like maybe 3 times a year. But then as I release, every time I would release a new song, I'd post on YouTube. So I was probably maybe a cover I'd post on YouTube. I'd post maybe 20 times a year, maybe twice a month, maybe. In
Yeah. Yeah.
2019, January of 2019, so still a year, over a year before the pandemic, I
Yeah.
started posting every day on YouTube, and I would post every day, every day, every day for the whole year. And then even in 2020, I started posting a little bit more, maybe a couple times a day on YouTube. And then the pandemic hit, and then I wasn't leaving my house to go. I was giving guitar lessons at the time and working in an art gallery. I wasn't leaving my house for that, so I just started posting and posting and posting, and that's really where I started to see the traction. But it was after years of
Yeah.
slowly
Yeah.
building and slowly building, and I think that that's what's kind of we're starting to see of now. Like the growth that we have now is nowhere near the growth that we all had back in 2020. It was
Yeah,
tremendous.
that's
I feel
true.
like because I think this is
Mm.
back to what normal, like social media is. People are actually at work; they're not at home at school, or school at home.
It's weird. Like my growth has been. I started 2.5 years ago in 2019, completely new channel, and then it's taken me this long to get it. But it's been consistent every day, like 100 subscribers, 200, and then randomly I will have 1 month where I get like 15,000 subscribers. I just don't get it.
It's funny;
I
those are almost the worst months too, because in the sense like psychologically, because then every month after that is a bad month.
you,
You know,
yeah,
so which is funny. Like that's kind of why I was referencing. Like you go back to that earlier comment, you were like, "Oh, 1,900 monthly listens is a lot," but I'm like, to me, it's
yeah.
because it's everything else is bad compared to what I've seen before. But you're right; it's all perspective, man.
That is
But
so true. Yeah, I was. I can't. I still can't believe like we're both on 100K. But
when
the
did you hit it? Do you know
ultimate
when you
goal.
hit it? Because somebody said that we hit it like the same day.
No way.
I think somebody said we hit it the same day. I think
Let me check on my phone.
I hit it last Saturday. So Saturday the 4th, I think it was.
I hit it on. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it was
I took
Saturday
a
the
photo.
4th.
What day was that? The 4th?
Yeah, Saturday.
I hit it the 29th of November.
Oh, you beat me by a
I
week.
wouldn't. I'm not going to be too proud because you've literally done it in a year. That's just ridiculous. That's
Well, but
just
it
ridiculous.
like you I was saying, it's been a long time before that. It was the steps that I put in place before that, that
Hey, this is a little thingy as well that I was looking in the analytics. Did you know you can check who is subscribing to you from subscribe account?
yes, I think that's a really
I
cool
had a
thing.
I had a look at it. Do you have some famous people there?
Saw one recently, but do you?
Yeah.
Who's following you?
Have you heard of Callin Quinn?
I know the name, yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly's friend who they did a song with.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were gonna say
Mm.
Machine Gun Kelly was subscribed to you, and I was like, I was gonna fall off my chair.
I wish. And then I think there's another one with 1 million subscribers, but I think that's like some anime,
Okay,
um, some cool anime stuff. I've never watched anime, so I don't know really what it is, but I thought how cool it is that you can see everyone.
yeah,
But
it is
I
really
bet I
cool.
bet you've got some cool times where you've had the actual artist comment on your video.
Yeah, that's always that I think means a lot, and I'm surprised more
Yeah,
artists don't do that. It's just a
yeah,
brilliant way to not only market but show connection and be like here we are, however long ago that was, still talking about the fact that so and so commented on our channel,
I like it.
right?
It just makes you feel amazing and loved, doesn't it?
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
I've got a funny story actually. I reacted to Marshmallow, and it was featuring someone else. You know the DJ Marshmallow, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
And I got a comment on my video, and it said Marshmallow. And you know when you see someone's account where they've just put the name, I was like, ah, I was laughing out like, haha, that's brilliant. I never bothered clicking on the channel, and I left it for 2 weeks, and I went back and I was like, why has this comment got 1,900 likes? And I clicked on it, and it's Marshmallow.
Oh, that's
he put
wild.
he, he put loads of fire emojis. I was like, that is so funny.
Oh, that's so wild, man. That's cool.
But I
Hey, you
love
know what?
them little
Marshmallow
things.
knows your name. What was it?
I love them little things when something like that happens. It's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It is really cool to see. Actually, a friend of mine, apparently just started following him on Instagram. Like the actual like
Yeah.
YouTube just started following him on Instagram. Shout out to Kofi. Do you know Kofi?
No,
He,
has he got a lot of followers, subscribers?
he's in the 20s, I think 25, 26, 27. But something happened
Wow.
where like he do you know who Harry Mack is? The YouTuber Harry Mack or
Yeah,
the content creator
the
Harry Mack?
the one who freestyles.
Yes. So something happened with Harry Mack and this guy Kofi where Harry Mack referenced him in a song or something like that. And then
Mm.
Harry Mack is now hosting something for YouTube, but like somehow Kofi got involved, and then YouTube direct messaged him and is like, "Hey, would you like to be involved in this?" And then started following him, and it's just like
Wow.
you never know when the opportunity's right around the corner, man. It just I think that's so important for people just to keep pushing because you never know.
That that is one thing I agree with so much, because even who's watching now, if you're a YouTuber watching this and you feel a bit down in the dumps because your channel's not really grown as fast as you thought it would be, I've had them moments where I thought to myself, oh, I could quite easily quit now. And like you've just said, something will come round the corner and turn it all around again. It
Yeah,
it happens every time.
yeah. And you know what? I think that the people that are meant to be will stick around to some degree. Like it's hard work. It's not just let me
Mm,
film a video. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's work too. And there's these
yeah,
smaller channels that I see, and I don't want it to come off like I'm a big like, but like these starting channels, I guess is the better way to say it, that I'm like,
yeah.
no, these people are really good, but they have a smaller count. And like
Mm,
I'm like they're really so I try to comment on them because I'm like I want you to keep going, like you're good. It's just you don't you see me now with 100K subs, like like you didn't see me when I had 2,000 subs, just like
yeah,
like so like I was you, keep going, like you can make it, kind of thing. Like I want to encourage them
that's
because it's
so
like
true.
You know, because nobody was there to tell me that. So I want to be the person that says, "Hey, I was there. It sucks. I will acknowledge that it sucks. But if you keep stinking going, like you'll, there's no reason that you can't have anything
And
that I have."
I saw I think this was an Instagram post this time. I might be wrong, but I saw your post saying that how many people laughed at you at the start, and I could relate to that
Tell
1000%.
me about that. I
I
think that's
was
not talked about enough. So I'd love to hear your story on that.
so I told I think it's pretty much your town area that laughs at you the most. So I told everyone I was doing YouTube, and I'm not joking. The whole of the town was talking and just laughing at me, absolutely laughing at me. And I find this so wrong, and it really frustrates me that this is how people are. Not everyone, but like some people, they do not believe in you until you have got to where you want. They will laugh at you throughout the whole journey until they can congratulate you at the end of it. So whoever's watching there, you will get laughed at no matter what you do in life. People will laugh at you. And I used that. It helped me. I was saying, I wrote something myself about there. It helped me getting hate from people. Like, it made me work even harder. So if you get hate, guys, one, you are doing something incredible, because
That's a
how
great
true
point.
is that?
That's a good point.
Yeah, they want to do what you're doing. Some people hate on others because they just don't have the confidence. So you've got to remember, like, if someone's hating you, they aren't comfortable with how their life is, and they would want to do what you're doing. So
Yeah.
carry on.
Absolutely. I completely relate to that. In fact, I got a lot of people like laughing, but a lot of it was also like these snarky little comments. Like, oh,
Yeah,
Jacob with another YouTube video. Oh, what are you filming a vlog? Oh, like it was a lot of that. And like these little
yeah,
slight little digs that are the worst, right?
yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say it's easy. It is hard to block it all out, but when you get to the end result, it's hilarious how many people that were laughing at you are now wanting to be a friend. That is full on the
Or
truth.
looking for advice.
I I even had someone message me saying, um, we haven't spoken a while. I'm really wanting to start YouTube, but they laughed at me.
Yeah. You know what?
Just
Yeah, I hear you, man. And you know what? The best thing that you could do is just turn around and be like, I'd happily help you now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's
I've
so
got no hatred. I don't feel hatred anymore.
yeah, that's great.
At the start, it really irritated me, but now, not a chance.
I think something really important too is like if somebody wants to do this, they need to be confident in themselves, and they shouldn't be doing.
Mm,
And this is something I struggle with all the time. And I want to make a video on this. Is like finding the balance of like at this point now, am I posting to try to still impress my friends, or am I posting because I actually want to inspire other people with this? You know, and like it's a weird
yeah,
head game. But the point being is, I want like people need to be confident in myself, like myself included, need to be confident in themselves because when people would make those snarky comments, it would hurt because I'm like, you're my friend. You're not supposed to be saying stuff like that. But I would
yeah.
just be like, just you wait, just you wait, give me
Mm,
time, and you'll see. I was so
yeah,
confident in where I was going that I was like, yeah, that hurts that you're making that comment, but just you wait. In my head, I wouldn't say this out loud, but I'll be like, just you wait.
yeah.
And now
Just yeah.
things have turned around.
It's. I don't know if you feel the same as me. I've felt like this since as long as I can remember. I believe in if if I believe in myself, I can see where I want to be in my own mind, and I will work that hard, thinking that it's going to happen. It happens. Like, if you want something that bad, it does happen with consistency as well.
There's
If you
something.
just keep
Consistency
going.
is so important. Holy smokes,
Oh
absolutely,
yeah, 100
absolutely.
percent.
It's funny though. I think that's sometimes it doesn't happen the way you expect too. But even though it's happening, like YouTube, I would have never thought that I'd be a YouTuber. But it's still helping me get. I'm still a music. Like it's getting me to where I want to be musician wise. I would think, oh
Mm.
yeah, one of my songs is just gonna pop off on SoundCloud or Spotify. Yeah, maybe like I believe one day it will, but like I never thought that
Yeah,
YouTube would be the reason why. You know what I mean? Like it's so
I'm
funny.
to be honest, when I first started, I never ever thought I'd get 100,000 subscribers, like at all. And now, right behind our heads, we're gonna have a plaque there. That's
Nah.
gonna be that's gonna be
Dude, you want to hear
bonkers.
something crazy? I don't know the reference
Yeah,
for you. Actually, I do know the reference for you. So, like, I was in a stadium yesterday that would be very similar to Wembley Stadium. It was the
yeah,
Dallas Cowboys football stadium, but it would be, I guess, like Wembley seats like 80,000 people, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this stadium seats about 80,000 people. The one in Dallas, Texas, but with standing room, it seats about 100,000 people. And I thought I had this realization, and it's mind blowing. I was like, all of my subscribers couldn't fit in here. If I tried to do an event where every single one came, we wouldn't.
Yeah,
And you know how big Wembley is, or you know how big the Dallas. It's like
it's humongous.
they can't even fit in there. And I was like, I'm
I
so great. That was so mind blowing.
I never thought of it like that ever, but that is so true. Like the amount of people that hated me in my small town, my subscribers just outdo it by times five.
Even if you have 2,000 subscribers, think about this. Imagine go take your phone really quick and just go like this. You know, that's
Damn
one,
it.
two, three, four. Let me turn around. I'm clicking random things on my phone. One, two, three. Count. Do that 2,000 times. That's how many people clicked subscribe. Like it's like
That's crazy.
even for 2,000 or
And
1,000. Like that's a lot of people. Like even if 1,000, 2,000. Like we for
like
social media has messed up our minds where we think, oh, we need millions of subscribers, which that'd be cool, but like even 100,000, 50,000, 20,000, 10,000, like five, that like
it's
it's a lot of people.
it's absolutely crazy. And I think another big topic, like to reverse everything we've said, for me personally, there's a lot of a darker side doing YouTube. I honestly, my mental health has been destroyed doing YouTube, and I'll openly say that. And I've missed memories with my daughter. I've missed loads of stuff because I've always wanted to just give my family the best life possible. And I think sacrifice sometimes pays out in the end. But have you ever suffered mentally doing this? Because mine has been ridiculous at some
Yeah,
stages.
I'd love to hear your story. I'll definitely I can share mine
Mm.
after, but I'd love to hear it. Like if you could
Mm.
elaborate on that if you're comfortable.
Yeah, like I've had it before where I was so happy doing videos, and then I've sat back before, and you know them little quotes that you see, like think of all them times you've spent on your phone, looking at a screen, trying to impress and make people happy, and you're missing out on the actual things that are in front of you. And I was like, wow, my daughter's like coming up for two, and all them times that I've spent like being upstairs and here making videos, and it it blags me mind like ridiculous, and it's crazy. But one thing that I do find, I don't really you probably do, but I don't have any friends really at all that I see outside. It's forever my family and here. So like my whole entire life is based around doing this YouTube so I can stay at home. Like you're living the dream that I want, just so I can spend time with my family. So it must feel amazing. It's just trying to get there. Like sometimes I get it and then it disappears like the Patreon. Sometimes I'm that close and then bang, it's gone again. It's mentally draining sometimes.
Well, I very much relate to that and understand that. But one thing I definitely want to comment on is one of the things that I think is super important personally for myself is just enjoying whatever stage it is, because
Yeah,
that is so important. Because honestly, I wanted that too. I wanted to be a full time like musician, creator, and all that stuff. And I am so grateful that I am. The flexibility that I have is tremendous. I love it. But the darker side of that I didn't realize is the tremendous pressure to now
yeah,
get views or to post content.
yeah,
And I don't like that because one, it's just pressure sucks. But second of all, I don't like pandering to views. I want to post the content that I want to post, but it's a
that you want to
weird
do. Yeah,
fine line because now the views pay my bills. So it's a
yeah.
weird line, trying to find
How does that?
sponsorships. Well, it's a lot of pressure because if I see it
Yeah,
going down, I'm like, oh my, or
You've
if I see three
you've
months of it, say I'm at 2 million views, then
yeah,
1.6, then 1.2, then 900. It's like scary because it's like, how
yeah.
much money am I going to make next month? Am I going to have enough to, and it's always been enough, which I'm grateful to say, but it adds this pressure. So enjoy the stage you're at and get the most of it, and then continue to work towards it.
It's funny you should say that. I'm glad you've mentioned that because you said I still cut hair, which I do. I find that I'd find it very hard because do you have kids? No.
Not yet.
No, so not yet. I love that. I can't wait till you're a dad. It's
Nah.
awesome. But I'm gonna find it really hard to because I have my own barbershop. I own it with my business partner.
Oh, cool. I didn't know
And
that.
yeah, the income there not now. It's not good now because the virus. No one's dares get a haircut, but it's a stable income. I would find it really hard being a dad to let go of that I know is security 100% when I've got like a roof for my daughter. Like I'd find that really, I'd have to be earning a ton of money to quit.
Yeah, I hear that for sure. Absolutely. I think that you kind of relatively get like a relative level stable area where it's not like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm making 10 grand one month and then $1,000 the next month. But also, even if that
Yeah.
was the case, I think you'd have to like have the reserves where, okay, maybe I only spend $5,000 a month, so that if I make 10
Mm.
grand, that's great. But if I make 1 grand, I have some reserves, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would love to. I would love one of the things I want to see is I want to see all everybody succeed on YouTube. So I'd love if you're
Oh
cool
yeah.
with it. I'd love to share some just tips that I have. I mean, you saw the
Oh,
video that
oh
I posted about different ways to make money from reaction videos. Did you see that yet?
like yeah. Which one was that called?
So
Sorry.
I posted. There's two different recent ones that I posted about money. One was about how much YouTube actually paid me, but another one was
I
about
watched that.
okay. Another what? Thank you. I appreciate that. But another one was how to make money from reaction videos, and I list like 10 or 12
Did I?
different ways. I can send it to you after the fact, and if anybody wants to watch it
I
after the fact, but I can.
oh that'd help me so much.
Yeah. So because there's so many different ways. There's the YouTube ad revenue, which is which I highly look. I remember it was September of 2020. For a week straight, I had like 1,500 videos. I had a
Wow.
dispute, and another YouTuber who his name is Brad Steele. We had the same conversation, and I told him the same exact thing, and he went back in his backlog and disputed all of them. But the beautiful part about that is some of those will get released, and if they're still getting views, you'll start making money on
Yo,
those. So
wow.
that's one thing.
What?
What were you gonna say?
So
Sorry.
would you definitely recommend me go back? I
A
still haven't
hundred
disputed
percent.
all of them.
100%. Absolutely.
Wow.
No question about it.
That's I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Absolutely. It's a pain, for whatever reason I don't know what it is, but here's a little sneaky tip: open up a couple tabs, because what happens is that whatever for whatever reason takes forever to process that little thing. It takes like 30 seconds, so you'll be sitting there waiting for 30 seconds. If you just have the same copy and paste, you just go through like 6 different tabs. By the time you get to the end tab, the new one's ready for a new one. You just keep working your way. It'll save you a lot of
That's a
time than just sitting there for one, wait for it to process, one, wait for it to process.
that's a great idea. I'm literally gonna do this tomorrow. And talking about disputing, I watched a guy. I think his name is Kick Art or something.
Okay.
Something like he's got 1 million subscribers. He was saying that YouTube are clamping down on reactors, and he knows some people that have been demonetized. Do you think that'll ever happen? I've never heard that.
I've heard of people being demonetized, but like I heard like PewDiePie got demonetized, like with his 100 million. But like I don't know what that means, and like it's a headline,
What?
like. But I don't know how that happens. What stages you'd have to get to for that being happening. I would agree that I think that they're being real, like they're clamping down. I think a lot more. A lot more things are getting claimed, and things are getting reclaimed. Like
Mm.
something that'll be released once, a year ago, will get randomly reclaimed like a year later, which is weird. But I've never look. I mean, hey, I feel like I'd be and I pray this is not the case. So, God, please hear me. But I feel like me having 4,500 react. Oh no, sorry, I've 2,500 reactions. Like, I feel like that I'd be the first one to go if that was the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny. My account. Have you got an? I've got a warning on my account, not a strike. The warning beforehand.
Tell me about that. What I don't know what that is. So tell me.
So before you
What's it
get a
say?
strike, you get a warning, and they detected audio on a thing, and I disputed it and said it's wrong, but not the dispute. It weren't like a copyright claim. It was like we detected audio, and I disputed it and got a warning. But
Really?
it was nothing like. Let me have a look now. Hold on.
I wonder if it was a
YouTube.
community guideline thing, just similar to mine, but which
Let
would
me
be
have a
weird.
look at this warning. Yeah, let's see this. It was your content was removed due to violation of our community guidelines.
Yes. See,
Um,
I've gotten one of those. Do you know what it was?
uh,
What video it was?
if you think we've made, it says content unavailable. I love that. It's not even showing what it was. But yeah, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with that one warning that I got, which was weird. Like, so try messaging YouTube about that, like on that creator support thing, because
It's in to see if you can get it
see
off.
if you can get it off. Because, like I said, they let mine go, and then 3 months later, like reclaimed it, which was weird. So we'll see
What?
what happens. But
Yeah, I need to. I'll actually do that because whenever I see it, I'm like, I don't like the look of that.
I agree. I totally agree. But that's also why I try and divert. Like I'm trying to go a little harder on TikTok and Instagram because like if something happens to YouTube,
Hmm.
I don't want it to be my end all be all. You know.
You know, my missus is pretty good with Instagram, but I find Instagram the hardest platform to grow on.
I agree.
I don't get it. It
Yeah.
just don't work.
It's so
It don't work for
oversaturated.
me. Yeah, but here's a tip if you didn't know. Well, you probably do because you know
I
Reels,
might. Oh yeah. I might not. I was gonna say. What was that? Instagram Reels.
R- Instagram Reels. My missus has been monitoring Instagram accounts. They've not done any posts, just reels every day, and they've grown 300,000 followers in 1 year. Just
Yeah,
reel
these
after
reels are
reel
crushing
every
it
day.
on Instagram. They're
Yeah,
doing so well. So start posting reels, man.
yeah.
I gotta do it. I gotta
No,
post the reels too. I'm speaking to myself.
I've got one big question that I'm still confused about, and I'm hoping you can help because you've helped a lot.
I'm
You
so
know
glad.
the so if I go on my monetization,
Hmm.
I noticed you can get people to sign up to your YouTube.
Like join.
They haven't gave me the option.
You have to apply for that. Um,
You are joking.
yeah, it's you here. I'll tell you one sec. You go to so you see the monetization in your studio.
Yep.
Go to merchandise. Sorry, I'll go to memberships, and
Yeah.
there's a way that you can probably like sign up for that.
Yeah, look at this. Hold on. Can you screen record on there?
Uh, Here I can. What are you looking for? Because I can show you what I can't during this. Like I can
So,
send it to you after the
so
fact.
basically, I don't know if it's because I'm in the UK. You've just said the membership one. So these overview ads, merchandise, supers, and giving.
Oh, okay.
They haven't even give me a tab for membership.
That's strange. Yeah,
I
because it'd
thought
be
that was
between
real.
supers and
Do you
I would
think that
Google
should be
that.
another thing?
I would Google
Do you
that.
think I should speak to someone on live chat about that?
Why not? I would totally. I didn't, dude. Now that I know about that, that's gonna be my first go-to. I didn't know. I can't believe that is like brilliant. And it's not like, oh, we'll see you in 6 hours. It was like, oh, we'll talk to
Straight
you in
away.
1 minute. I was like, this is amazing. So thank you for that. That was
Yeah,
huge.
it's I can't take all the credit for the verifying everything in the thingy because another YouTuber told me that I need to apply for it because I would have just sat there and waited.
Well, somebody told me that they do email you, but like it takes a while for them to even email you. So you just hurried
Hmm.
up the process.
I was wondering, do you reckon our plaques will arrive
Before
before
Christmas?
Christmas?
I don't know. Would that be a sweet Christmas gift, man?
I know. I thought the same, but I was like, oh, because the mail system is so crap.
Oh, it's so bad. It is so bad. I was
I'd
just
love it if he.
this might encourage you actually. I was just hearing something today completely unrelated to YouTube but not in the sense that this guy was talking about stocks, like the stock market and stuff, and he believes that
Mm,
because of all the shortages in products that all this stuff that these companies are going to end up having a big backload of products, say Walmart, there's a shortage now so they're over ordering, which means that they're going to have a lot of extra stuff next year because at some point these shortages are going to stop. And he thought that these advertising companies are going to explode in the stock market because he thinks that
mm.
these companies like Walmart or Target or whatever you guys have in the UK are going to have so much product that they're going to start really advertising, which would mean that more people would be advertising on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. And I'd be curious to see if that would actually increase ad revenue because more people are trying
Yeah,
to, you know, compete for these ads. If Walmart has way too many products now, and they're like, and I don't know if you guys have Walmart, but like, the point being like, we got to get all. Starbucks is like, let's get these products out there because we have too much coffee, because we ordered too much forever, like a year ago. I don't know. It was just interesting. Like, I was
you,
curious to see if your income's going to go up next year.
you'd think it would, wouldn't you? Through that information, you'd expect it to, at least, wouldn't you?
We'll see what happens. Only
But
time will tell.
I noticed your video how much you make as well, and I know you said sponsors. I was wondering, do you ever get like people wanting to send you products for review and stuff like that?
Yeah, but they're usually like wonky, weird, like random
It's
things.
it's funny because I've got some weird stuff been sent. Well,
Yeah.
it's not weird. It's pretty cool actually. I think it's in here. No, it's not. Where's that box? I think I put it upstairs, but it was chains, ice chains.
Oh, I actually saw that video of yours.
Like
I think that's
it's
actually very cool.
I think it's very cool, but when you're on your fifth ice chain,
Oh yeah.
but to be fair, shout out to Hello Ice because they're sending me some more stuff because they want to work with me again. But they made me a Bayo pendant out of silver. It was so cool,
That is really cool,
and
man.
I've
No, he said it's upstairs. Don't tell him that. Don't tell. It's just not in the video.
yeah, it's just not on the video. But
Uh,
yeah, I'd much rather to get paid rather than an item though. Rare that is to find.
I get paid. But I reach out to companies. So for example, like, so there have been company. I mean, I don't know if you saw in the sponsorship tab of that income video. Those two
Uh,
spot, most of
One,
those,
two, and three.
yeah, all three of those actually, all three of
Yeah.
them. Two of them were reoccurring, but one of them was a random, like a one. All three of them happened because I reached out to the company and I was like, "Hey, would you be
Do you
interested
have
in
it?
working together?"
Do you have any advice who you would pick in the music industry like field?
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, one
Obviously,
of them,
don't
one of
tell
them,
people who you've got.
yeah, one of them reached
Don't
out to
tell.
me. One of them reached out to me for a single video, and I was like, I did a single video, but then I was like, hey, I'd really love to do some sort of reoccurring video with you guys because I think that personally, I think the reoccurring system would work better for you because So the way I do it, and I'll tell you this is try to get them on this thing where it's like a monthly. They pay me monthly, and I guarantee them a certain amount of views. Because I, as an advertiser, feel uncomfortable. Like if they pay me whatever, it's $300, $400, it's actually in my best interest for me to take that one-off video because if I make one video, it takes me 10 minutes to make. I get $300 for that. $400, whatever the case
Yeah,
is. Like that's actually really good income
yeah.
now for one video. But what if that video flops and gets 300 views? Like
Th-
then they might not
this
want to
is
work
what
with me in the future. So I
this
guarantee
is what's
views. Sorry,
yeah.
continue. I'll
No, no,
finish.
no, no. You continue. I was just agreeing that like I've had that before, where like for example the ice chains. I would much rather, and I've asked them, but they still want the
Well,
single
yeah,
video.
yeah.
I think it'd be much better to promote it on a reaction at the start through five rather than doing a video and it getting 100 views.
I completely agree, and that's how I prefer.
Yeah,
And if they want to go that way, I mean, I guess it's up to, if they're cool with it, that's up to them. But I try to promote them. Yeah, like I want a long term relationship with the company, not just hey, can you
Mm.
do one video for us? You know what I mean? I want my name to like. So that's why I say, hey, I'll do 50,000 views for however many dollars. You know what I mean? And I'll spread that throughout
Yeah.
several videos. Because if one video flops, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just do another one that doesn't. You know?
I was thinking before, and I've absolutely loved speaking about this. I was wondering, do you actually want to do it again sometime? But I was thinking we could do like a YouTube special where we get questions, what people want to ask,
I
like
think that's a
about
brilliant
YouTube.
idea.
We could both answer it like two different, like I'm in the UK, you're where you are, and we can give two different versions to all the questions.
I
I
think
think
that's a
that'd be
brilliant idea.
awesome.
Absolutely, we should put something out there where it's like ask us questions, and then we'll just take the questions and just roll for them. That's a brilliant
Yeah,
idea. I
that
love
would
that
be
because
wicked.
I love helping people out, man. So if you have any
Yes.
questions or any of the viewers have any questions, send them
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
We'll
that'd be absolutely wicked because I can design all the banner because I'm a graphic designer as well.
oh, cool.
I can make a nice banner, like make it like a quite a big, like small, like a big little event for us.
Yeah, that could be fun. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
that'd
you
be
said you
wicked.
had about an hour, so I'm gonna be respectful of your time. Because you said you got to go
It,
film a video, so you better go film that video, bro.
I know it's well, yeah, I'm getting yeah, it's either a video or bed because tomorrow my girlfriend's car MOT. So my missus says we've got wake up at 6:30 tomorrow. I don't know if that's early. Is that early for you?
No, it's sleeping in for me.
I've seen your vlogs. You get up at 5:30, didn't you? And
Yeah,
went
or
to the gym.
4:30 or 5. Yeah,
And went. Did you go to the gym?
always. Yeah,
See,
absolutely.
I just.
But I go to bed at like 10 o'clock, so I'd already be in bed right. If I was in your time, 11:01 p.m., I'd be like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to bed. It's too late for me. It's too late. So I get the same. I'm awake the same amount of time as most people. I just, I still get 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep every night. I just go to bed earlier.
I'd never thought because what I do is normally go bed around 1 a.m. and then I'll get up at 7:30. So it's an okay amount of sleep, but I'm tired every day.
Sure, I'm getting the
But
same exact amount of sleep as you. I'm just doing it 4 or 5
doing it
hours earlier.
that
So
makes sense because I bet you can get a lot more done in the day.
I think whatever works best for the person. This is what works best for me.
That Yeah, like I'm a sucker for the morning, sucker
Yeah.
for the morning. But
So
no, I'd
go for it. So what were we gonna say?
no, you go.
Well, I was gonna say I want to be respectful of your time, and I want you to brag about your music for a sec. So I want people to go check out your music. So tell me about it. Give me a little spiel and what you want to promote what you're talking about at the moment, and let's hear it.
So guys, I make music, but you won't find it anywhere because I can't be bothered to post it anywhere.
You're killing me, Bayo. You're killing me.
No.
No, thank you
I've
guys so
just
much for watching. Bayo has to go and put his music on DistroKid so that he can save 7% on the link down below, and he can go put it on Spotify, Out Music, Pandora, TikTok, Instagram, with the lyrics on Instagram stories, and anywhere you listen to music.
It's brilliant. I did actually just release my EP on DistroKid, so if you guys want to check that out,
Is it on Spotify
it's
and
on
stuff?
there at Bay. It's on Spotify.
Beautiful.
We got there. We got there.
I love it. Did you save
But
7% on the link down below? No, I'm just kidding.
don't make me laugh. No, but it's been a pleasure. I would absolutely be more than honoured to do this again if
As
you
would I,
guys
absolutely.
wanted that.
And it's
It's
funny
been
when we scheduled originally back in like September or October. I think it was October 1st we
I
were scheduled because I think it was my dating anniversary with my wife. And
that was it.
people were excited about it, so I'm excited to post
It was
this.
so frustrating.
Oh, it's all
Like
good.
I have so many electrical problems that I don't know if you find that.
Oh
I have
yes.
so many. I have so many issues just trying to get a video up. It's ridiculous.
Hey, let me give. I would. Do you still film on your camera and stuff? Like you hit record and then you like export and stuff. Check out Streamlabs, man. I don't
What's
film anything on my computer. It's a live streaming software, but you can actually record through it. and that's how I live stream, but it's also how I record everything. So I have
Oh,
like
no.
all my like I only recently started editing again because started putting my music at the beginning of videos. And sometimes I put like a snippet of the song midway, but if I don't do that, I literally hit record on my iPad because it connects to the thing, uh, and um,
Wow.
and that's it. I have my cut like my um, it's called the LUT, but with the whatever the thing
Oh,
is.
I love LUTs.
Yeah, it's how would you define that? Like
It's like
a filter,
like
a
an
filter.
overlay
Yeah,
filter.
it's
Yeah.
like an Instagram filter. I have my LUTs already there. Like I have the things that pop up in my name that come up. I'm ready to go. I hit record. So like that also helps me be able
So
to film it.
you don't have to re-enter that. It's all there.
It's all there. I have it set up that if
Oh,
I hit a button, it's just me on the computer. Sorry, like just me looking at the screen. I have another button if it shows the little computer screen. I have another button where I'm little, the computer screen's big. I have another button for this interview, and it's all I'm happy to help you set it up. But that's why I'm able to also film so much because it's. I mean, I used to film it the other way, but it was so time consuming. Now it's literally
wow.
like I hit record, and if I don't edit, it goes straight on YouTube. If I do edit, it takes a couple minutes to edit, and then that's it.
That's ridiculous.
I would definitely check out
See,
Streamlabs. I'm happy to help you set that up.
Streamla. Oh man, I had no idea because it takes me an hour to do one video.
Oh no, I got you, bro. We're gonna get that into 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. If it's a 10, because 10 minutes is gonna be recording and 5 minutes is gonna be editing. Absolutely.
That's
Now,
wow.
I mean, if you include like making the thumbnail and actually posting it to YouTube, we'll probably add another 6 or 7 minutes. But if you're filming, I like to film straight, so like I'll like film like 6 or 7 videos like in a row. So I'll sit here, hit record, film the video, stop recording, hit record, film
And
the video,
yeah,
and then I'll go batch edit. So I don't know. I'd probably say that it takes about, just 15 to 20 minutes maybe per video, maybe if not
right,
less.
guys. Whoever's watching this, guys, do not ever feel disappointed if you can't keep up to what this machine does because he's not human. I'm telling you now, he's government made. I'm saying it here. I'm saying it here first. There's no one on the planet that's doing what he's doing.
I
So do
appreciate the
not.
compliment. Thank you so much. But
But if you want to do that, that's how you get 100,000 in 1 year.
I'll give away all my secrets, man. I'm happy to help. I love it. I love it
It's
so
funny
much.
because I've got so much things to still ask, but we can save it for another time. Like we can go again. That'd be
Let's do
so
it.
cool.
Or just yeah, I mean,
I'm
we could do it for the next one, or just if you have a question, send me on the DM or something like that. But
yeah,
absolutely.
100%. 100%. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for
Oh,
having
the
me. And I
pleasure is mine.
so wish it worked last time, but I feel like I've got more questions for this time.
Well, exactly.
It's
All
better.
things happen for a reason, so I'm glad we were able to do it now.
I've just got to apologise to everyone as well. The quality of my video is absolutely beautiful. So I just
Tell me, how do you get
it,
such a
le-
beautiful quality? No, it's good, man. It's fine. I've had way worse on people, so you're totally fine.
to, it looks horrendous.
No, it actually doesn't look right. Trust me, it really actually doesn't. And I'll fix it up in post. You're good, bro. You're good.
Oh yeah, stick a lot on it. I'm joking.
So thank you all so much for watching or listening, whatever, if you're on podcast form or if you're on video form. I am so incredibly grateful for you guys. Definitely go check out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen in, and also YouTube, Bayo's music, but also check out his other videos and check out his ice videos. What was it? Halo Ice? Halo Ice?
Yeah, that's it.
Go check him out. But go check out his channel. He's a great guy. I mean, you guys, if you made it this far, you know how cool of a guy he is. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe. Best way to support the channel is subscribing and checking out my own music. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless and peace out.